Hey guys, my name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't posted in about a week. I also apologize for the sound of my voice right now because I'm going through a bit of a cold. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I haven't posted in a while and I really miss filming and posting, and so I thought I should do another tag, and what better than the birthday book tag, because yesterday was my 24th birthday. It's bizarre, like I can't believe I'm 24 years old. It doesn't feel real to me yet, but so yeah, let's just jump right into the tag questions, shall we? So the very first question says, birthday cake, a book with a plot that seems cliche but you adore anyways. One book that is totally cliche that I actually really enjoyed is One Day in December by Josie Silver. I read this book last month in December, and when I read this I was so in the mood for like a cheesy rom-com type read, and that is exactly what I got with this. So I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I don't know, I thought it was really cute and very cliche, but I liked it anyways. Number 2 is Party Guess, your most anticipated book release for this year. Since filming my most anticipated books of the year video, I have read 2 so far. They were both like okay, kind of disappointing. One of the ones that I'm still really looking forward to reading is 99% Mine by Sally Thorne, that's coming out later this month. And then another one is Recursion by Blake Crouch, which I believe comes out later this year. Blake Crouch is amazing. He's like the king of sci-fi. I need to get my hands on this book. Number 3 is Birthday Presents, a book that surprised you with how much you loved it. And I'm definitely gonna go with An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Buchanan. This is also one that I read in December just last year. This one surprised the hell out of me that I loved it, because this author's previous book, The Wife Between Us, ended up being on my worst of the year in 2017. When this got announced that it was becoming a thing, I didn't even know if I wanted to read this. This one totally took me by surprise, and I ended up giving this one 5 stars, and it was just so interesting and so good, and I was shook. Like, I did not expect to love this the way I did. Number 4 says Happy Birthday Song, a book that certainly deserves all the hype that it gets. And for that, I'm gonna go with Big Little Lies by Leanne Variety, because I feel like this is one of the most hyped books ever, probably in the last couple of years. Like, either this one or Gone Girl, to me, are like some of the most hyped thrillers of all time, and I think both of those books, like Gone Girl as well, these 2 thrillers are both so deserving of all the hype that it gets to me. But like, to be fair, I did read Gone Girl like before the hype became so huge, but this book, I definitely read this book way after the hype. Like, I read this book almost a year after the TV series came out, and I still loved it so much. Like, it definitely lives up to the hype still. Like, it's so good. Number 5 is Happy Music, a book with some very beautiful and truly memorable quotes. So for that, I'm gonna go with The Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, because this has some of the most gorgeous writing I've ever read in a book, and also some of the most beautifully written passages and quotes that I just like highlighted the shit out of this whole book. If you want to hear like some quotes in particular that I really liked, I can link my A Little Life book talk down below, where I really like dive into spoilery content and talk about like my favorite quotes and passages in this whole book. Like, that book talk, I really like went into depth about what specifically I liked about it, and god, this book is just so beautifully written. Like, it is a thick book, but it is worth it 100%. So good. Number 6 says Getting Older, a book that you read a long time ago but you think you would appreciate more now if you read it as a more mature reader. This question was hard because I feel like I'm more of the flip side. Like, I feel like I read a lot of material when I was younger that I would absolutely hate now that I really enjoyed then. For example, like a lot of Nicholas Sparks in high school. Like, I read a lot of Nicholas Sparks when I was in high school, and now anytime I try to pick up a Nicholas Sparks book, I'm like, ugh. I don't know, like, for something that I think I would appreciate now more as an adult reader, I would probably say something like To Kill a Mockingbird, or something that I read when I was in high school that was like a required reading that I didn't really want to read at the time, and I was just like forced into it. And I feel like something like To Kill a Mockingbird I might appreciate now more as an adult. And lastly, number 7 says Sweet Birthday Memories, a book that kept you incredibly happy during a sad or demanding period of your life. I mean, I might have picked A Little Life for this answer, because this book, I read this book while I was putting my dog down this time last year. This book definitely got me through some hardships, but this book is also really sad and kind of almost contributed to my sadness that I was experiencing that week. So I don't think that this book is the right answer for this, because it didn't really like keep me happy. One book that I will say is The Humans by Matt Haig. I actually read this book the last time that I had a cold. Last April was the last time that I've been sick, and I read this in bed all day when I was sick last time, and it was the best. Like, it just kept me so happy, and I was laughing all day, and I just loved the hell out of this book so much. So I know it's not like necessarily a really sad or demanding period of my life, but it was definitely like I was sick in bed all day and I was just miserable, and this book kept me so happy. Maybe I should reread this while I'm sick in bed today. There's an idea. That was the birthday book tag. I wanted to ask too, like, whenever it's your birthday, do you ever read books on your birthday? Or are you afraid that, like, the book that you're reading on your birthday is gonna be, like, shitty and then it's just gonna, like, ruin your birthday? You know, like, these past couple years I have been reading books on my birthdays. Like, for example, in the past I read Attachments by Rainbow Rowell on my birthday, I read I'll Meet You There by Heather Demetrios on my birthday, and I read A Little Life last year on my birthday, and like all three of those books ended up becoming some of my favorites of all time. So I just got lucky, I think. But like yesterday on my birthday, I didn't really read anything yesterday. And I was just wondering, like, do you guys actually like make an effort to read on your birthday, or is that like the one day that you like don't really read, you just like celebrate and do your own thing? I don't know. Random thought, let me know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching as always. I apologize for my gross sickness. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time with a new video.